Rocsi Diaz just ran for the hills after allegedly walking in on Anthony Diaz in bed with a male adult worker. And when I say this story goes left immediately, I mean left. The relationship barely went public. He was smiling for the cameras, acting obsessed. And now insiders say Rocsi caught him red-handed doing some freaky grown-up stuff that she was absolutely not prepared to see. And if that wasn't messy enough, his ex-wife is allegedly laughing at Roxi's pain, while the internet digs up Anthony's very dark history that makes this whole situation feel even nastier. Buckle up, because this is not just a breakup, it's a full-blown exposure. Girl, the way Rocsi dipped after allegedly catching Anthony in bed, you just know that whatever she saw had to be insane. And from what insiders are saying, her allegedly catching him red-handed with a male adult worker wasn't exactly the shocking part. What was shocking is what he and the worker were doing. If you catch my drift. The wild part about this is how short the relationship was. Anthony only just confirmed his relationship a couple of days ago.
I've been hearing a lot of rumors recently about
Is he mingling with
you
people?
and a certain TV and radio host named Rocsi Diaz.
Oh,
There have been sightings. There have been sightings. I saw a TMZ video of you two.
You can't believe anything that TMZ says, Sonny. You know that.
No, you were leaving.
Sonny, you know you can't believe what TMZ puts on that
That was
TV.
from a Golden Globes party where you claim to be just friends.
We have been friends for close to 20 years. It's a beautiful thing when you can have a relationship with your friend.
Okay.
I love that.
And are we talking about a romantic relationship?
That is my lady, son.
And according to insiders, they have only been together for a couple of months. They started dating in late 2025, and fans started to speculate after they were spotted out and about a couple of times. They tried to play coy with it, but they eventually had to come clean about it. Now, with the way Anthony looked so happy and was eager to confirm his relationship, you'd think that he was so into Rocsi and would never have eyes for another woman. Well, technically, he didn't have eyes for another woman because he had eyes for another man. According to inside sources, Rocsi supposedly lost her cool when she found out that not only has Anthony been cheating on her, but he has also been slanging that thing all around town with men. And even more embarrassing, he probably couldn't even get a man who wanted to go down the old town road with him and had to pay an adult worker to get the deed done. But somehow, this story gets even nastier because, according to one source, Rocsi allegedly walked right in on them doing some interesting grown-up stuff, if you catch my drift. And from what sources are saying, it was some freaky stuff going on there. Now, we don't know if she was freaked out because she found out that her boyfriend of a few weeks was cheating on her, or if she freaked out because he was cheating with a man, but bottom line is that she freaked out hard. She ended up dumping him like a hot potato after that, and it looks like they are done for good. I'm not gonna lie, this is a hot mess, but fans don't exactly feel bad about the situation because Anthony has a very shady history when it comes to intimacy. Now, this is the first time that he has been exposed for allegedly hooking up with men, but he has been accused of SA by multiple women over several years. And y'all know what they say about men who secretly hate women. A lot of the time, they're on the DL, and with the way things are currently playing out with Rocsi catching him red-handed, well, let's just say that the theory just might have been proven right once more. And y'all, those allegations were a lot. Multiple women have stepped forward with extremely serious claims, accusing Anthony of harassment and even SA. And honestly, it's hard not to notice how often names in this industry keep popping up in situations like this. It raises uncomfortable questions about what's really happening behind closed doors in Hollywood. But focusing back on Anthony, one of the earliest accusers was an extra who worked on the set of Hustle and Flow. According to her account, Anthony and the assistant director, Wayne Witherspoon, allegedly coaxed her into a trailer during filming. She says that once inside, she was stripped of her clothes, SAD, and photographed without her consent. According to the police report, victim advised that on this date, she was SAD by defendant and by co-defendant Wayne Witherspoon in a trailer at the above location. The victim was lured inside the trailer by the co-defendant, and once inside the trailer, the defendant and co-defendant began removing her clothing and began SAing her. The co-defendant was exposing his privates. Defendant and co-defendant were restraining victim victim, spreading her legs apart and taking photos of her privates against her will. The victim stated she was screaming and kicking to get away. Witness, James G. Williams heard the screams of the victim, came and unlocked the door. Victim ran from the trailer naked. Victim was transported to the SA Center. After the allegations went public, both Anthony and Witherspoon were arrested, but it didn't take long for them to walk free after posting $20,000 bail each. Once Anthony was out, he wasted no time going on the defensive, claiming the woman was lying and that the whole thing was made up. He tried to spin it as a fake story meant to ruin his name and tank his career. And the wild part is, this wouldn't be the last time accusations like this would trail him. He released a statement through his rep, saying, "Anthony is a happily married family man who has never been accused of, no less involved in, anything remotely like this. And we are confident that when all the facts come out, he will be completely exonerated." While the case did not go to trial, he was not exactly exonerated because a judge dismissed it, saying that there was no probable cause to try it. But it didn't end there. In 2004, another woman came forward with even more serious claims, saying Anthony did something similar to her. She said he made unwanted and suggestive comments that she never asked for. And as if that wasn't enough, she also claimed he tried to push her into going to his dressing room while he was filming All About the Andersons. But here's the part that really stands out about this second case. After the woman came forward, the whole thing just seemed to vanish. We didn't hear anything more about it. For a while after those earlier accusations, Anthony seemed to fly under the radar. No more allegations came up, and it looked like he might have gotten his act together. During that time, Alvina filed for divorce in 2015, but they ended up working things out and reconciled by 2017. However, things took a turn again in 2018 when, you guessed it, another woman came forward with accusations against him. This was the last straw for Alvina, and she dumped him once and for all. In July of 2018, news broke that Anthony was under investigation by the Los Angeles Police Department for allegedly SA-ing yet another woman. This was the third time he'd been accused of similar behavior, and people were starting to get seriously creeped out by it. I mean, 3 different women, 3 separate incidents, that's not something you can easily dismiss. At this point, a lot of folks were convinced that despite the lack of physical evidence, Anthony had to be guilty of something. The allegations were starting to pile up, and people were connecting the dots. But of course, in September 2018, it was announced that, once again, Anthony wouldn't face any charges because of insufficient evidence. So, despite the serious nature of the allegations, the case fizzled out. Like I said, Anthony's behavior is giving woman hater, and there are reports that his wife, Alvina, reportedly dumped him over his creepy behavior. He hasn't dated anyone since Alvina divorced him, at least not publicly, and given his past, as well as him probably being on the DL, we can kind of see why that is. And from what the streets are saying, Alvina supposedly reached out to Rocsi and warned her about getting serious with Anthony, because, according to her, Anthony was not who or what he pretended to be. Now, we don't know how much Alvina spilled, but Rocsi clearly didn't believe her, and now she learned the hard way. And y'all best believe that Alvina is having the last laugh over this drama. And that's really the gag, because once you zoom out, this wasn't just a breakup, it was a full-blown reality check. Rocsi didn't leave over rumors or vibes. She allegedly walked straight into something so wild, it instantly erased the relationship and exposed a side of Anthony people have been side-eyeing for years. The secrecy, the double life, the recycled accusations, all of it suddenly snapped into place. What makes it nastier is how quickly the energy shifted. Rocsi was gone. No second chances, no damage control. His ex-wife is allegedly sitting back amused. The internet is pulling old files, and Anthony's image is unraveling in real time. No PR spin, no clean exit, just whispers turning into headlines. At this point, whatever Rocsi saw was enough to permanently close that chapter. Anthony might not be facing charges, but socially, this looks like a wrap. And given his history, this doesn't feel like a one-off scandal. It feels like the beginning of everything finally catching up to him.